last time I made a video about cooking, I did really well, and I just did not follow through with my advice in the video in preparing food. That was the point of the video, to prepare your food. I'm in a bulk right now, and my bulk has slowed down tremendously. First, it was coming on really fast. I was eating and stuff, and then I've just not been consistent with eating and not been consistent with making food. So I figured you can kill two birds with one stone and make a video about making food and kind of how that process is. What's been happening, no excuse, is just been really busy with trying to build my business, trying to build another business, just a lot going on. No excuses though, that's why I'm here fixing it. And again, I'm showing you kind of basically walking the walk, you know, practicing what I preach. If I was in the same situation, or sorry, if I had a client in the same situation, this is what I tell them to do. Hey, you got to get back to making meals. So here I am. I'm going to try and make some cool stuff today. I've had some walleye in the freezer that I picked up last week that I didn't get to make. So I'm going to make that. And I'm going to try and make some maybe steak, some shrimp or something. I haven't really been eating chicken much. I'm not really huge on chicken, but I do have some. We'll see if I decide to make that today. But I'm gonna probably make some steaks and walleye. So I need to look up some recipes for the walleye. So I'll make sure I go out and grab everything for that. And then I just go through the whole process with me on how I prepare that. So ready? Here we go. Okay, so I just came back from the grocery store and picked up a couple of things, and I'm ready to make some foodage. I got my rits that I told you about. Basic. I got some coffee, rosemary, portobello mushrooms. I forgot to mention, I do love portobello mushrooms too, so I'm gonna throw those in there. Carrots and ginger beer. I'm gonna probably have that with a cigar. I got this beautiful cuts of steak here. So they're like super marbled and stuff. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah. Scrimp. Short ribs. I don't even know how I'm gonna prepare those. You're gonna have to figure something out for those as well. Here's my walleye. All right, so we're gonna do this up, and hopefully you guys can see kind of like my process and get to see kind of like what I do and how it's done. Here we go, let's figure it out. I'm gonna start getting the shrimp ready first because the walleye is not thawed out yet. So I'm gonna just do some of that stuff. I don't even know what I'm gonna do for the shrimp yet. I think I'm just gonna keep it simple and do maybe like some type of shrimp in tomato sauce, maybe? Maybe I should look that up too, what I should do with the shrimp. Yeah, I'm gonna do a Cajun, like a Caribbean Cajun type deal. So first thing I gotta do, gotta get this out of here. I gotta get these, I don't really feel like I'm gonna eat too much shrimp anymore, but. Pot is hot, so now I'm gonna add my beef in to my cast iron steel pot. So I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil in it now that it is already hot, and then throw the beef in right away. In the meantime, I'm gonna put my shrimp in there. All right, the pot seems hot now, so I'm gonna go ahead and start this. Oh yeah, dang, that's hot. All right, so I'm gonna cook these. Cooking up, and I got my shrimp over here. Well, I don't wanna cook those too long because I'm gonna do something else with them. So I'm just waiting for them to turn a little bit more pink, and then the rest of the cooking will be done with whatever. I'm transferring this puppy to the oven, and it's got about 3-4 hours. So in that time, I'm gonna make my shrimp, and then maybe I'll start on my walleye. I'm just gonna use these spices here and see what I can come up with. Just gonna add these in. Pot should be hot enough now. Yep, that's what I want to hear. Actually gonna add some salt too. Always make shit. Throw some butter in there in a bit. I should have added the onions in first. I should have got the onions golden brown first. I'm gonna do some smoked paprika. I'm gonna do some allspice as well. For my carrots, I'm just boiling them. All I do is I just boil them in a little bit of water and add a little bit of maple syrup. Sometimes I do honey and it makes them a little sweet and I like it. Those are basically done.